Okay, I think
I'm
everyone
on the
good
Twitch screen.
evening, everyone. We are online, hopefully.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
I don't see my volume.
And we are joining on the first round of the Tuesday night online rapid. And hopefully everyone can see our stream. We had some little technical difficulties, so that's why we're a little bit late. But now we can see we are joined by Jim Eid, FIDE Master Jim Eid, and FIDE Master Paul Whitehead and Abel.
Hey.
And while they're talking about the game, I'm gonna try to fix some of the layout issues that we still have here.
It looks pretty good.
Yes.
Anything.
It's
So
far from
welcome,
good, but
everyone.
good.
This is the Tuesday night online. 5 rounds, game in 10 with 2-second increment. And let's just jump right into the games because there's actually some really interesting matchups. And the first game we got going here is Eric Lee, FIDE Master Eric Lee. His handle is Webkins. Playing a tough A player in Gonzaga, which is Jonah Bush. So this is an interesting first round match. I mean, Eric Lee's a heavy favorite, but Jonah's a really solid player. Guys, how's it looking right from the beginning?
I can't
So Eric Lee is playing white.
I think we're not looking at that game. And Judith is frozen. Somebody's asking that Judith's frozen.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
And we're not looking at that game.
I'm not looking at anything. I don't know
we
what
have
I'm
one of Judith's games up here.
Guys, we're working on it.
Yes, we are working
go.
on it. I need to get back to the groove. And don't worry about me being frozen. I'm not important. But we do have Eric's game up now, and then you guys can talk about it, and hopefully I'll be unfrozen in a little bit. But I'm not important anyway.
Yes, you are very important.
We beg to differ, but
yeah, I'm
none of us
begging.
would be
all
here.
right, guys. So there, the game is up. Tell us about it.
I can't see it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here.
Okay, go to the Twitch. Go to Twitch.
I'm on Twitch.
Refresh the page, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Wow.
Because I'm seeing it on Twitch.
Yeah, me too.
Go for it, Paul.
Black's knight at B8 needs to come out. Black's a little bit behind in development here.
Not a whole lot of options, right?
But Webkins, this is Eric Lee, right?
Yeah.
And who's the player behind Gonzaga's name?
Jonah Bush.
Jonah Bush. Okay, Judith, you've loomed large on my screen.
Now I'm back. Okay.
She looms large in the chess club.
You guys
yeah, that's true. Okay, so Jonah has to be careful here tactically that something doesn't happen very quickly.
There finally got that
file or something like that. But he looks like he's caught up a bit.
Yeah, I got that knight out by moving that bishop out to F5.
Maybe white'll try knight G5, knight to E6. That kind of jumps out at me right here. Sometimes it's the stronger player is just kind of, biding their time and seeing what happens. But this is a sharp game, and if Black can weather some of the complications here, it's still up in the air. That anything can happen here.
Can we flip to the next game, which is Jeej 2018?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
guys, can you tell me how to turn off my volume on Twitch again?
Just go on the Twitch screen. There should be like a volume control, and then just turn that down.
At the bottom left.
Bottom left. I see
of your screen.
Yes.
Mouse over it.
I'm mousing over it, seeing nothing.
You should see a volume control. There's a volume control, and just mute it.
I wish I could see it. Am I echoing?
Actually, on the Twitch channel, it's right by where Judith's at.
Yeah, right under Judith.
It's right. It's literally right under Judith.
Got it.
Just move it, slide it all the way over, so it's off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, back to the game. So we got Rui
Roy,
playing
Little Red
black
Riding Hood.
against Caesar. Caesar, tell me.
Okay.
Caesar's white.
Well, Caesar's playing it's an interesting game. I kind of like the way Caesar's been really playing some aggressive, good chess lately.
White looks much better to me here.
And White's got a nice game here.
How did that bishop get to A8? Just
Retreated it.
just retreated, huh?
So it's White's move, or
And White played pawn to E4, so a very aggressive move.
which
If knight takes,
I get it.
Black will lose a piece.
Yep.
And if pawn takes E4, knight
queen.
E7, queen E7, bishop D6,
Right.
picking up the exchange.
That's what I
So
see.
E4 is a nice aggressive move, and looks like Roy is on the ropes here, folks.
That early, huh?
Yep. So the Tuesday night marathon is off to a.
What about if knight takes E4, rook takes C1?
I guess the bishop could take C1.
But then you don't have bishop D6, so you can play
No.
takes knight.
You've
no,
already
you
taken
lose
on
the
E4 with
You
your
lose
pawn.
the knight on D7. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
So Black's trying to wiggle out with this move. Good move. It's the fighting move here.
Let's move to the next game, which is Titan Chess.
Okay.
666. Against Mansour.
Yeah, bishop E4 was a good move.
And Titan Chess 666, who's playing white, is Austin Mai. He's like a 2100 player.
Is this the third board?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So there's a big drop in strength between boards 1 and 2 and the rest.
Well, Austin Mai is like 2130.
Yeah,
Like,
but we're talking 2130 versus.
Yeah, it's about 100 plus
established.
points. Yeah.
Yeah, established, strong.
Like mechanics, tested, established,
like
strong.
white.
Well, I think Roy and Eric Lee are in a class above the rest of the players here.
Yeah, I mean they just play a high volume of games against strong competition all the time.
And their ratings show it. I mean, Eric's
Right.
a FIDE master already, and Roy is probably not far behind. So.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, why not take? I would have taken with the 8 pawn, but.
And Austin is playing Mansour Mohammed, who's a very solid A player.
Yeah.
Mechanics regular. So
he gave me a little bit of a problem in one of our.
I doubt that very much.
And he's actually joining us from India, so it's already Wednesday there.
Wow.
So he thought that it's the Charlotte club match that we're gonna have next evening, next afternoon.
Full moon already, or is that not yet?
What's that?
Black's bishop at B7 is worthless here. And
Fighting on granite.
Black should probably think about sacrificing it at some point.
can we move over to the Rui game? I think there's some interesting developments happening.
Ray? Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Got a little lag here. Okay.
Oh, well. Okay,
Whoa.
so Black has sacrificed the exchange on C3, but White didn't take it.
It's Black's move, too.
Yeah, White took on F6. So let's see, if Black moves his rook, White plays all kinds of...
Yeah, White would be great there.
Well, we'll see, because Black did decide to remain a rook up by playing rook to C4. That's usually
that's not a rook up. That's an exchange up, because he played bishop takes knight, rook takes knight, rook takes
Black
rook.
is a rook ahead here.
No.
Oh, no, you're right. It's only one exchange. Yep. Yeah. Boy, I'll start trying to learn how to count.
The bishop on B4 is gone.
Pieces on the board, Paul.
Yeah.
See, I think this is winning. Knight E7 check, king H8, pawn takes pawn check, king takes pawn is forced, queen to G4 check. Isn't that winning?
And then queen takes d7.
Well, no, I wouldn't even settle for that. I'm going for mate.
It's good to go for mate.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
I
think
guess.
97 is a win, but I'm, you know,
Well, let's see.
glanced at
King
it.
h8 takes on g7, king g7,
Queen G4 check,
king h8.
and then you have to settle for the measly. Wait a minute. I was thinking I had a better, like BG5, but that doesn't seem to work, does it? Oh, golly.
A lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, well, okay, so it's.
Well, it's still winning the pawn, right? I then the piece.
How about this? Knight h6 check, king h8, then take on g7, king g7, queen g4 check.
That looks winning.
Well, I don't know. It's still.
Well, you'll go back to H8, right?
Yeah, it still goes back to h8.
Right. So you're still up.
Okay. Did white find
Well,
something
it's just
better?
it's a flip flop because knight to H6 check. Yeah,
This might even be better. Look at
it might be
this.
better.
King g7, queen g4, king must go to f8. Otherwise, it's mate in one. And then bishop d, and then it's mate. Bishop d6 and rook
wow.
queen g8 mate.
Yep.
Force mate.
Yep. I think it's a forced mate. It's even better than the way we were playing it.
King f8, bishop d6, and queen g8 mate. Beautiful finish.
Yeah.
Whoa. What an upset. Amazing.
That was a crushing game. I mean, white was really better when we first tuned in, and then just plowed it. I mean, just crushed black.
Bad miscalculation. Okay. Wow. So this is Caesar is just playing like a genius here.
And we have an interesting game in Eric Lee's game.
Okay.
You want to flip over there since.
I think black is just going to think.
Caesar had a great tournament just recently in that match, right?
Can't she play king f6 in that position? And
queen g5 mate.
It's mate.
Yeah.
Yep. I was looking for desperations, but there is none. Okay.
If you're looking for desperation, just look over here.
Yeah, I read your blog.
Just kidding, everybody. Wow, look at this. Black is, you got to hand it to these lower rated players.
I frankly don't understand the position yet.
Yeah, they fight back.
They fight back. They know there's
Won't they cooperate? Won't they ever learn to just cooperate?
This is another material imbalance. White king is kind of caught in the center here, but
I don't know what to make of this position. Still trying to muddle my way through.
It looks dynamically equal. How about that?
Yeah, rook and pawn for two pieces. Material equality, roughly. But white's king is in the center. That's roughly a disadvantage.
I like white's long-term prospects, but black might be able to find something cheap.
Yeah, and
right.
cheap is good.
Cheap is good. Especially in a 10-minute game, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cheaper by the what? How many? Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, there's something here, I think.
Judith, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. We're all spread out around California here. Huh?
Yeah, I know. And thanks for your patience, guys. Everyone, just so you know, all these guys tuned in 50 minutes before the game started, and I was struggling with Zoom, so they were very patient with me.
Oh no, you got it working.
It's good.
Yeah.
So should we take a look at Nathan's game? Let's do Nathan's game, okay?
Yeah, we can move on. This is complicated. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know if bishop f4 was right there.
So this is probably board 4, right?
Yes, this is, I think, board 4 or something like that. I don't know if any.
It's probably fifth
Or
board.
fifth, yeah.
And the reason is because Stuart Katz beat Michael Lum.
Yeah. So
So yeah.
Oh, I'm not
so
too.
Nathan is a UC Berkeley undergrad
back.
student.
White is winning. Is
Yeah.
white just clearly winning or no?
Well, white would like to queen the pawn, but the black still can play the rook back and
Yes, but white.
the white will go up
clearly
another.
winning.
White will go up a total of 4 pawns after rook takes e4.
It still seems clearly winning to me. I mean,
Oh,
what
I guess 3 pawns. White will be 3 pawns ahead. Somehow I think white should win this.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's see Clemens and
Michael
Walder.
Walder. Wow.
Clemens and
Michael Walder.
They are playing.
Well, that's a great matchup.
Yeah, and
it's hard to
Christian.
believe that Michael
round.
Walder has a 1500 rating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
I
sounds like a.
I think he's struggling with the fast time controls because I've
Oh,
actually
gee.
seen him in matches where
That's a
like
good
he'll hang a
point.
piece.
That's a really good point.
And
Yeah.
I think it's
So
the
it's
time.
that-
Andy played against him actually a couple of days ago, I think Sunday night, and Andy had mate in 2, and Andy was so tired he missed it, but he had a mate in 2 against Michael. So he actually used it at the afternoon class. And so they went to a forced perpetual, so it was a draw at the end, but that just shows, I think, that yeah, Michael probably needs a little bit more practice online game.
It's tough. It's tough. You
tough
have to get
business,
used
yeah.
to it.
It's a tough business.
It's a tough business.
That is true. It is.
Nothing's easy.
Yeah, Max is helping me. There's a lag between my voice and my face.
Eric
Good.
Lee pulled it
First leg.
out and won against Jonah Bush.
Good.
Well, this
Okay.
is still not clear, is it?
This I don't know what's happening. Black is just deciding to play it safe here by playing bishop takes a5.
Yeah, Andy's on the chat. Andy,
Yeah, Black's not going to lose this
example
now.
for your benefit.
Time pressure is unforgiving.
And now white's trying to play it safe with bishop takes f2.
Oh.
This is actually could be tough for white here if he's not careful. Interesting end game in a way. It's probably got to be a draw, but
is there anything black can do to?
Well, let's see. White has to play this move, because otherwise black's king was going to come in.
I think this. Well, I should not say.
It looks like it should be a draw, but gosh, I'm not sure.
Didn't Zviad, Azoria, and Caruana have an ending somewhat similar like this?
Probably. This looks like it could be winning for black. I'm not sure, but or maybe it's just a dead draw.
Because it just looks.
Put the knight there. That doesn't do any good. I would have put the knight on d3.
Now this is because the knight can go to f4. Right.
Yeah, this has got to be a draw.
I would have put the knight on d4 to put it on e2, so that you could take away that knight f4.
So welcome all the new viewers. I think a few viewers joined us.
Now white draws knight e2. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Knight takes g3.
Yeah, that's it. Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene.
Okay. Do we have any other great games?
We got 4 games left. Let's see.
Who are some of the? Wait a minute.
Let's go to 8-boy 415. That's actually an interesting game.
Okay.
And what do you make of that game?
Oh, this looks like a draw, probably.
Is it still a draw when there's like 10 seconds on the clock? And
That's the million-dollar question.
I think now it's not a draw.
Just connect the rooks.
You know he's not going to do that because it's time pressure.
Don't do that. Don't leave your rooks
There you go.
hanging like this.
Oh, no, not that.
It's
You know-
probably
you know some skewer is going to happen somewhere.
you got to keep those rooks connected.
Absolutely.
And they're going for mate, right? White's thinking of like going for mate.
Right, I know. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't see a way to pick up the rook, but
I don't
White's,
either.
White's taking a chance playing like this because
Yeah.
Black has a draw.
Yeah, as soon as you could have played.
Oh,
Fighting
wow.
spirit leads to a
Oh,
loss.
wait, he just got made. He's just lost the game.
Yep.
Well, this is 10-minute chess, right?
That's the thing, right? It's
8.415
wow.
went off the rails there. Should have taken a draw.
And got rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got punished for it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay, last game is
Frank James Marshall.
oh, and
that's
he
over.
he
Yeah.
just so
Round 1 in the books.
Hey, let me ask
Okay.
you guys about the tournament tomorrow.
Yeah. So we got a. Well,
I'm
actually, we
working
got
right
back-to-back
do you
team
want to say
matches.
hi to Paul and
Oh,
Jim?
hey, look at this.
Hey.
Well, mommy's working until 7:30, so I
Hey,
won't have
Shotzi.
dinner.
But
Okay.
Mom, this is the best dinner.
Uh, you're live.
The whole world's watching.
Right, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Say hello to my cup of coffee here.
This is called shelter in place. this is what happened.
And I didn't put my sign out on the door that mommy is working. Yeah.
Oh, you got a sign, mommy
I
busy.
got some
Yeah.
pumpkin seeds here, Paul. I wish I could share them with you.
Okay, so we have Eric and Yash Mago. I don't know who's Yash Mago
Who's
is.
Yash Margo?
Yash Mago. Great
That's-
name.
It sounds like a talented chess player.
All right, so this is like a Sozin attack
We don't know.
with pawn to a4. This is good for Black for sure. Or theory
Oh.
would say this is fine for Black.
It's fine for Black. I wouldn't say Black is better.
Yeah. Playing bishop to c4
Whoa.
with a4 is I mean, and it could be
Yeah.
a strategy. It could be a strategy.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah.
it's not
He's
it's
gonna
not
play
all
a5.
bad.
He's going to play a5 at some point and try to lock the queen side.
All right, who's next? Who's on first?
Then we have. Oh, let's go, Andy. Let's go, Andy's
Andrew-
game, okay?
Andy Schley.
Andy Sly is playing Bobby Jean.
Okay, chess
Bobby G.
coaches. All right, we have a kind of a
Like a Michael Jackson
Lopez
song, wasn't
going
it?
here.
I think Bobby Jean was a Michael Jackson song.
Billie Jean.
Oh, right.
Billie Jean.
This looks roughly. White's knight is badly placed on b2. That's for sure.
A fianchetto knight?
Yeah, it makes me sad to see that. It makes me sad.
A
We had
fianchet.
one tournament that was a series of fianchetto knights. It never worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with a pawn on b5 there.
Yeah, the fianchetto knight is just to be avoided at all costs.
Yeah.
Maybe Andrew's demonstrating
If the
the,
bishop was on
the
B2
follies,
and the knight
the
on
follies of a
B3.
fianchetto knight.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah.
If you could just switch the pieces from B2 and B3.
So who's our top boards tomorrow against St. Louis?
Oh, we're playing St. Louis.
No. So St. Louis is next Wednesday. We're playing Charlotte tomorrow, and our top boards we got Kyron Griffith and Josiah Stearman,
Okay.
and then we got Jason Liang, who's like almost 2,400. Elliot
Right.
Winslow, Eric Lee, Rui.
But Paul Whitehead is just being left in the dust, huh?
Yeah, Paul Whitehead did not demonstrate himself in our online event, so he'll be commentating.
I switched to Lauren Goodkind's game. let's peek into her game. Is that
Okay.
okay?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
You're the. Oh, he's Lauren Goodkind's playing Sauce Jacobian.
Oh, nice.
Sacrifice and crush. Now that's
That's so him, right?
That is a chess handle.
that's
Yeah.
the best.
It's Irina Crush is still the best chess name.
Yeah, and we are
Yeah,
sending
that's
her
a
best
great one,
wishes to. We are sending her best wishes. I know she's pretty
Yeah.
heavily hit by this virus.
That's
She's
right. I
on
forgot.
the mend, but following her getting better. So
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's nice to acknowledge her. Ooh. Now that would not have occurred to me.
Well, White's trying to play on this F5 or G6 square, but looks like Black can cover that just by playing G6.
It seems
Also-
that way to me.
Also opening up the way for pawn to F4. So at least it's
Well, I grant you F4 is possible. Is it good though?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's good. Oh,
Well-
not now.
Not after knight F3. So White's I'm not sure. Maybe F4 might have been. This hasn't worked well for White.
No.
Not necessarily, but White still has a nice position to lead in development.
Yeah, and I'm not too worried about the pawn king storm on the side from Black. I'm not too worried about it. He doesn't have a follow-up attack. I don't think. So I think this is good. Natural moves by White. But
I think Black has a little bit more potential in this situation.
yeah,
In this
I
position.
agree. I agree.
But
I think White definitely misplayed it a little bit there in the. I'm sorry, Lauren, because I'm rooting for you, but
these are all mechanics chess players.
yeah, I
Are there
know.
people playing from foreign countries or anybody from another country playing tonight?
We have a few. Tonight I have to look, but we do have a few players from foreign countries and some people out of the area. But by and large, the people that play our events are people we know from the Bay Area and from mechanics.
I think that's really awesome.
yeah.
too.
It's just
We-
amazing to see this going on here.
That's a
over
good
the
move.
weekend, we had one player from New Zealand. He actually
Ah.
visited us in
Yes.
December, so
Right.
I know who he is and he remembers us. He
Felix
played in the
Z,
Donaldson
I think.
Championship,
It's
so
Felix
he
Z.
he joined
Yeah.
us. And Mansoor now is in India, of course, but he was also a regular at our club. So
Is he just visiting or
who?
Well,
Mansoor?
remember that Lauren is on my board, though. So
I think your mic
always-
I'm rooting for Lauren. So Sacrifice and Crush is a great guy, though. He's a really indomitable spirited chess player, you know. So
he loves his
There's something
chess?
to
Yeah.
say for that.
he's a math teacher. Did you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's talked to me about it. Yeah.
Uh,
He has that look for sure.
interesting man.
I changed to
Huh.
Austin's game.
Titan chess.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Right, Titan Chess 666. Black looks like he's doing fine here.
But it's a very imbalanced game.
Yeah, but
And
White's pieces are a little misplaced all
I
over the
agree.
place here.
the two bishops could be a factor in White for White more than Black right now, I think. I might be wrong there, but
Well, it's
they have
definitely
both-
unclear.
They definitely have, yeah, it's unclear because they definitely both have potential. Now that's an interesting move and one I had not considered.
So Black wants to play Knight C4 or play Pawn to H3 maybe here, taking advantage of the pin. Okay, I like the way Black's playing this so far.
I do too, because that changes everything. Everything
All right, who's up next?
everything I was thinking is just gone out the window.
Can we look at eat
That's
dinner?
called having a flexible mind, Jim.
Okay.
Eat dinner against Gambit 02, and eat dinner white is Barbara Goodkind.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this
Shift that board over for me.
playing Shreyant Krishnan.
There you go.
So tell us, guys, for those of us that are like developing chess players, when you got Queen and Knight and the Queen and Bishop, which is a
Queen and
better
Knight.
pair to have?
Well,
Right.
I'll
It all
tell you,
depends.
in this position, the knight is dominating the bishop, obviously.
In general, Queen and Knight. Queen and Knight complement each other more than the Queen and Bishop do, because the Knight can move to ways that the Queen cannot, and the Bishop and Queen can sometimes be redundant.
Do you know, that's an interesting thought. I'd never thought of that before.
Yeah,
And here I am. I made it all the way once to 2450 or something, and I never even thought of that.
Is the Knight to D7 a threat now?
It looks like Knight G7 just wins on the spot. Black blew it there big
Sure looks
time.
like it to me.
Well, it looks like they moved their rook to C8, which was like terrible.
Rook C8.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. Knight G7 wins on the spot.
Yep.
There it is.
Proving that the Queen and Knight always beat the Queen and Bishop.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time it depends. I mean, clearly the Knight was just dominating there.
When
but
the Queen and Bishop can be
over.
coordinated to attack, they are stronger.
Can we go to Eric Lee's game, because something is happening here where
and it ain't exactly clear?
Well, no, it's not. But the thing is
lyric.
That, this was a even position, and Eric Lee's declined to draw many times already in this game. But what Eric Lee does is he slowly builds up advantages out of.
Black is definitely better here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it was, I mean, all the pieces were in the same squares. It looked like a dead draw, and you just figure Eric's gonna.
It's not a dead draw now.
Black should play G4 here. Will play G4.
Or can you force a king and pawn ending with E5?
Well, I mean, just playing G4 and then getting it past E4.
Maybe E4 was better because you force the pass pawn that way. Because if F takes E, F takes E, Rook takes, then Rook C3 check.
That actually looks really good too.
Yeah, that looks like a winning king and pawn ending.
This, however, looks also like a good winning try, but I think you might be right. Of course, white doesn't have to take on E4 there, but yeah, correct. That would have been good.
Yeah, and this is also good though.
Is Black looking to play F4?
Well,
point, not immediately.
Maybe E4 and Bishop E5, maybe Rook A8, maybe Rook H8.
I would play Rook H8 for sure.
Playing around with different ideas. And maybe F4 too.
Keep repositioning your pieces to the optimal squares and then break. Well, that doesn't stop it.
How ethical is it to offer a draw, to continue offering draws?
Well, that always annoyed me.
Yeah, it's actually bad form, and especially if it's clearly not a draw. And Judith knows it's something that I have less sensitivities to. I absolutely think it's horrible form and horrible sportsmanship to offer draw when you know
draw after draw after draw. Yeah.
Well,
totally
but especially when you're clearly losing. And
it's
but I wouldn't have played that.
It's distracting as well, right?
Sure.
Oh no, I see what he's doing.
Bishop E5. This is just winning for Black. No.
Yeah, I think.
Take Rook C4. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Bishop D4. Yeah.
Yeah. White should have tried Bishop C5 there. I think he just missed something.
Yes, Bishop C5 was much better. You're going to be somebody someday, Paul. You keep at this.
You're going to make it. You're gonna make it.
Well,
You could have been a contender.
I think White's not making the best moves here.
Oh, that's a little
Eight and
punch
two,
to
King
Rico
F6 and Rook F3.
there.
Yeah,
I
King
think
F6
that's a threat.
crushing.
I
Yeah,
think that's a threat.
this is it, right?
Yes.
That is it.
Oh,
Eric found a way.
oh my goodness.
You got to
gracious.
go Rook F2, right?
Maybe
And
then
Then you're
offer
tied
draw.
down for Rook D3 and B4.
Yeah,
Even
I think he's going to offer draw again, though.
yeah.
No. Oh,
This
what a
is
game.
Andy and Bobby Jean again,
This does not look like it was.
that is a draw.
but
Yeah,
Andy's
well-
down on time, so
If Black can get that B4 pawn with the bishop at D2, it'll
Oh, that's
still
right,
be a
because it's on
draw.
a dark square. Yeah.
Well,
You know,
White's
you're
king
right.
is going in the wrong direction.
Yes.
It should go back to. I think White's king is going in the wrong direction,
Yes, because now
but it's
B4
still a
is
draw. It's still a draw.
Even
B4 is
two
lost,
pawns
though.
up, you can't win it because of the opposite color bishops.
Well, he should have been able to position his bishop so he can take on B5 when he takes on B4, or just threaten to take
If
it.
White's king it would be on B3, I'd feel a lot more comfortable. But still, it's a draw. It's
Check out the position in Laura and Goodkind's game. That's kind of
Yeah, this has got winning chances for Black, though.
yeah. This is White's king went the wrong direction. It's funny. If
Well,
now
it seems
king
like-
A5, king B4,
Why
I guess
would you
it's
be-
still a draw.
Why would you
But-
be sorry to have your king on D5 and but it's like it's
What?
probably well posted there.
This looks like a Tony's mate in 3.
Wait,
or
what do you think of Sauce's pawn structure here?
This looks like one of Tony's problems.
It must be. The knight on B1 is not looking, G1 is not looking very impressive to me. What is going on here?
Oh wow! And can you believe in all this mess? It's even material.
Well, I guess White should play Rook G4, and
Well,
now
now-
there's some hope of getting the knight out.
Why didn't he play Rook G8 though to protect that pawn? Because now the knight can get out. I don't understand.
It is not for us to understand.
Or do or yeah.
It is
We
for
just-
us
do or
to
die.
comment.
We just comment on it.
That's correct.
We
I-
attempt to know
Oh,
the
no.
unknowable here. Well, White's getting somewhere. Definitely
Yeah.
getting somewhere. Black's king is going on a road to nowhere.
I've heard that.
I mean,
Yeah,
D4 is
I-
going down too.
I've heard that.
What is Black doing? What was King C3 all about?
I like
Why
when
did he
Paul,
take the pawn? I don't know. I just don't know.
I like hearing Paul's disappointment at the lack of basic chess.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure that I know what should be played, but it looks to me like White's made some considerable progress here.
I agree.
You know, the knight has freed itself.
There has to
Taking
be
two
some mate.
pawns.
There's too many pieces around the king. There has to be a mate here, right?
Yeah, now
If
and that's
Tony
another
can jump in the
thing.
chat,
Yeah.
How do-
Knight E3
how do you?
check.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Okay. I'm
I
confused.
just don't know. I just don't know.
I don't think any of us do.
Uh,
Wow!
It's still anybody's
Oh, he
game
just-
here.
He just hung a rook.
it's
yeah,
not
he
anybody's
hung
game
up.
now.
Yeah.
He hung a rook.
Oh, terrible. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're watching it live. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go to let's see if
Let's go
Amazing.
to any other game.
He had
Any
2
other
minutes
game.
and 40 seconds and
let's
he just
do
gave away a
Adrian's
rook.
game. Let's peek into Adrian's game, how he's doing. Is that okay?
Yes.
Of course.
Adrian Kondakov.
Yeah. Let's
To
Oh,
me,
nice.
all games are equal.
All rook endings. Well, this one might be kind of. Whoa.
Is that a
Why?
draw?
Why not just take the pawn though? Why play rook e1, e2? I don't understand that.
I don't know who the opponent is.
Well, this is not well done by white because now your king has to hide. Yes.
Hide, yeah. This is hilarious.
Am I
This is
missing?
a
Like,
bit
why
of
didn't
fun
they take,
here
like, why didn't they take that pawn?
because of rook c1 check.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Adrian offered
he had to get the pawn to h2 first.
And
If he
then
had
queen
taken
it.
it and advanced and then advanced again, he didn't have the rook check.
and Adrian offered a draw.
Oh, well, yeah.
And now
See, it wouldn't
he's
occur
thinking,
to me
I
to
think.
offer a draw in a position where my opponent's clearly trying to win.
Yeah, and that is bad form too because you only offer a draw if you're better. You don't
Or-
offer a draw when you're worse. It's just not done.
Oh, it's done. It's
It's
done. Yeah,
maybe overdone.
overdone.
It's not done in polite society.
That is correct.
Okay, he declined.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just not done.
so what's going on here? Let's see.
King c4.
C3.
Well, you shouldn't have done that. Just play king c4.
Well, white can't take that pawn with the king. So I think white's doing all that white can do here.
But the pawn can't advance, so
Well, black is going to have to play rook a1 or something, and then rook
yeah,
h.
then you can take the pawn. You take the rook pawn, then you take the c pawn, and
And then black cuts the white king way off. This might be a win for black here. Now,
well, I don't believe it can be done.
well, let's see.
Can't
Yeah.
advance the c pawn, right?
Well, let's see. Rook a1, rook h2, rook a5, king c3.
And then you rook and rook pawn against king and rook. I don't know.
Got to be a draw.
Yep.
We are compared to Brady Bunch, by the way.
It's the Brady Bunch.
We are the Brady Bunch.
We need like 3 more squares.
Marsha.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. I don't know if she's watching, but I said I would give a shout out to Kimberly on the broadcast. Kimberly was our executive director and
Hi, Kimberly.
trying to manage
Kimberly.
all the many parts that are going on to the institute right now. So at 7:17 p.m., we give you a nice shout out and thank you for.
Black
And
has a chance to cut the king off by 2 files,
I'll
or
play rook
3
F2.
files, but chooses to cut him off by only 1 file.
Yes. But I would still do this in any case because the king gets to the right square.
Who's Murfinsky? He's
That is
asking
Andrew Schley's friend.
Andrew Frieslands. Okay, let's see if
There you go.
Andrew's playing
It's a
still. I'm gonna go.
It's
No,
a draw.
he finished his game.
Apologize for playing on.
He lost. He lost his game.
All right, we don't want to look
Bobby
at
Jean.
his loss.
Okay.
And Adrian drew.
It's anybody's game, right? Come on.
Adrian's
Why are you
getting his
playing
draw
on?
here.
Why are you playing on? That's just ridiculous. That's just
Okay.
bananas on both sides.
Any games left?
Yes, we have
Yeah.
2 more games left.
We actually have an interesting round 2 game here between Sricharan Pulela and Abhinav Panagalapati. And I think one player lost in the first round, the other one didn't show up in the first round. So like this is
this the game?
a game normally would be yeah, that's it. This would normally be like a 3rd or 4th round game after they've won all their games, but this is a 2nd round.
This would be a good
Losers
grandmaster draw,
Yeah, I think so.
especially with both players having no time left. They should be nice to each other. and agree to a draw.
Where is the love?
Yeah.
You know, and these kids, they're gonna play it out and try to get the mistake out of the opponent.
And
Is one player a kid and the other a grown
King
up?
on G2.
This is the last game of the round.
Yes, so we have Eric, Bobby Jean, Chess Pilot, Satwik, Lauren, and a few others with 2 points. And this is the last game, so as soon as this game is finished, we are in round
Big
3 of...
upset. Big upset with Cesar beating Rui.
Yeah, that was a big upset.
Okay, and draw by repetition. That's life.
All right, so round 3 will start shortly.
Yep.
There you go,
Okay.
guys. Thank you. Oof.
It's interesting to see how it's pairing. The system is pairing, and it will show up.
Wow, Eric Lee is playing Lauren Goodkind. Austin Mai is playing Barbara Goodkind.
Okay. Well, the machine does the machine pair siblings against each other?
The machine does not care at all about that.
It's funny, but the games are not showing up for me, so I might have to refresh this page. Come on, guys. Okay, let me...
Yep, round 3 has started.
Yeah,
but
I know it
we got
started.
time. Yeah, we
I'm
got
gonna
time.
close this tournament and then
How's that
in
turning out?
progress, and let's start again. There you
Close
go.
it out.
Okay, Eric and Lauren. Is this a good game to take a look at first?
I think so.
Yeah, let's look at the games.
So Eric Lee is white, Lauren Goodkind is black, and Lauren Goodkind, she does her own stream of her playing these events. So if people want to watch her play and comment as she's playing, I think you can go to her website and then she'll link it up there.
Yep.
Well, she's playing the old Stonewall Dutch.
Just the way you're supposed to.
And I'll be able to copy paste the link of
The
her
problem with the
stream.
Stonewall Dutch is always your bishop, your light squared bishop, and she's developing it the only way that that bishop ever gets developed. So I've got no complaints with this treatment by black, and nothing to say that white's done anything wrong either. But
Actually, Ibo, I don't think she's streaming live, but she's recording as she's playing and recording her comments, and then she uploads it as an educational tool. I think that's very, very nice.
No, very cool.
But I can understand why she's not streaming while she's
yeah,
playing. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's tough to do. And actually, I watched the beginning of one of her recordings, and she started off by saying, "My name is Lauren Goodkind, and I am a good and kind person, but when I'm playing chess, I'm not so good and kind to my opponents."
Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah.
Well, that is very cute.
But she's like the sweetest person around, so it's lots of fun.
And she's also crocheting and live crocheting. It's very fun.
I saw that.
Well, this game is still up for.
Sounds good.
Lots of possibilities happening here.
Let's look at sibling Barbara against Austin Mai.
Sorry. Okay. Yep. There you go. There you go.
I think Eat Dinner is a very nasty name because I'm hungry.
They're torturing you right now.
And as I learned, there's fried chicken out there in the dining room for me.
Yeah, you can smell it.
They're like dangling it out there for you, huh?
Okay, so are these players? Who are these players?
Titan Chess is Austin Mai. And then Eat Dinner is Barbara Goodkind.
Okay.
Actually, Austin Mai last month, I think he won one of the mechanics quads.
Yeah, I kind of like white here.
Yeah, they moved from Texas, I think, not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they are brothers, two brothers, very close in rating, I think, or
Yeah, the brother's like 1500.
Yeah, 1500.
But he's
okay.
younger. He's a lot younger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a team named Four Brothers?
No, that's the seniors, right?
No, they were from India at the amateur. Yeah.
And they actually went to the World Senior that
Is
was
that
cut
right?
short, right? So they
Oh.
did really
Yeah.
good. I think there were 3 teams from the USA, and so
Oh, the USA top team was doing extremely well.
yeah, they actually won, right?
Well, it wasn't it abbreviated, but still, I guess they won.
Yeah, but I think they closed the tournament, so they actually announced the winners, but they cut short 1 or 2.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. They were by far the dominant team in that.
Yeah, I gave Joel a gold medal anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, let's give him. And then I think the 4 brothers were there too, and so
Yeah, I saw that.
I enjoyed following them because
I'm sorry, but I like white here.
So yeah, Austin is doing good here.
All right, well, black has a chance here to try to mix it up with bishop g4 or something. But you're right. If black plays positional, well, black's got the 2 bishops and has got the possibility of playing pawn to e5 at some point.
At some point, you're right.
So, but if white can roll up the queen side fast.
Now I'm not that happy. That's okay, but it's not. I wanted the queen on the board.
That's a bad. This looks like it loses to bishop h6 and bishop f5 check.
Wow.
I think E dinner has a chance to end the almost end the game.
Well, then, bishop h6, knight d2, maybe.
Okay, that's true. All right.
And I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked on this game while you guys
Okay.
were talking. So.
Then let's look at it.
Yeah. So this is Adrian against who's king q29.
I kind of like black.
Yeah, I think black is doing very well here. He's crashed through on the queen side.
That looked forced.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, white might be able to pull something out here, but right now black is looking better.
Sounds good.
Well, I do think that white can squiggle around, but I think that black. Oh, I might have played knight b4 there.
Sorry, everyone. I get my coffee.
Not fair, Abel. Not fair.
And people wanting Lucy.
They want to see. She's right in front of me.
It's funny. This looks like a book position.
So Caesar is playing Satwik.
I swear I've seen this position before.
Well,
I think this is probably book in some old book. Comes out of an English opening.
I think Theory and Practice by Horowitz.
So I did look up who that's.
Black's fine here.
Yeah. Black has done nothing wrong.
Hey, that's not fair having that hairy commentator.
You might be talking about me.
We can look at Christian Clement's game, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, sure.
I don't know who's.
Yeah, we got a long time to go before anything happens in Caesar's game.
Yeah.
Michael de Cruz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Taniuska, Michael de Cruz. I've known him since back long in the day when I was playing.
I know him.
Yeah. He's played at Mechanics recently.
I prefer white here, but I'm not sure how to make progress.
Well, this is a bit of a boring game.
Well,
But yeah, white maybe has some potential to make a pass pawn on the queen side.
We appreciate Paul's honesty.
Okay,
I do think it is. I do think it is a little boring, but
okay. Which game do you guys want then?
Well, this is another one. I was gonna ask to go to Adrian, but that
we'll let the doggy pick.
The doggy.
Let's do.
I don't see the point of that. What's rook d4 accomplish?
Lauren looks like she's holding her own against Eric.
Oh, let's see.
Do you want to go back to that game?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like this could be another situation where
this is Roy's game, correct?
This is Rui's game. Yes, this
Okay.
And maybe
She's
people will
fond
be.
of his fianchetto system against.
Yeah, we can stay here for a bit.
Yeah. I played Roy now one time, and she also played. She's fond of these fianchetto systems against the Sicilian.
Well, White's got to be pretty happy with this.
She plays the Sicilian herself.
Right.
I saw her play Sicilian against Stearman at a marathon.
Uh-huh.
All young
And she
players.
plays,
play
like
this
I said,
usually.
she plays these fianchetto system against the Sicilian. You know who else plays that? Will play that is Nick.
The Sicilian.
Plays the G3 against some Sicilian variations.
He plays a lot of different things though, but he does do that.
He played it against me once.
Can we switch over to Lauren's game?
Yeah.
Because I want to see if this will be another situation where Eric finds a way in a seemingly even looking position. But
Well, it seems like that draw right now, right?
what do you
In
guys
terms
think?
of
I can't see it yet entirely.
values.
There we go. I think this is better for black, but not necessarily winning.
I'm wondering if, yeah, this will be interesting because Lauren, of all people, has a big time advantage also in this game.
I don't see any. No, that's interesting. That might be good. I have to think about that.
I'm a little flummoxed. I'm not sure exactly who's playing for a win here. I guess White is trying to engineer some breakthrough.
Yeah,
Actually, this
and
is kind of smart on Black's part to bring the king over to
yes,
the weak queen
I agree
side.
completely. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
But now Rook F2 is a possibility for, will be a possibility for White.
That might be a little nasty too.
But then Black can always play Rook F5. So
Yeah, it's not nasty. You're right.
I think Black did right to head over to the queen side with the king.
I
That
think
was
so
very
too.
smart.
Is C5 a good move here?
Well, then White putting all his baskets to play pawn to B5, which might,
No, you
might
can't play
be
after
okay,
C5. You
it
can't
might
play
not.
C5.
It might be the right idea.
C5, I would play King C7 to try to play B6.
Well, Black's not going to be able to do anything on the queen side. It's the possibility of getting a pass pawn on the king side.
Correct.
Should be
But
looking at.
I would have preferred White to play C5 there. I think
White's going to get nowhere with this unless he can play pawn Rook C2, pawn to B5, and pawn to B6.
that's interesting because you can't play B6 because it's Rook C6. Then
And now I think it's Black has to take back with the C pawn. If he takes back with the E pawn, Rook F2 was
you don't
very
want to
strong.
do that. Yeah.
So now White has a possibility of playing Rook C2 and pawn to B6, B5, B6. I'm just trying to find an idea here for White, and that's an idea.
It is an idea, and it looks like it's not necessarily a threat, but an idea. And I would cut the king off right now with Rook C2.
and you guys are looking at B5 and kind of
Right, and then B5, and then say takes.
That's perfect.
Takes.
Way to go, Lauren.
Play pawn to B6 and Rook C7 check.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's Lauren's black. Sorry.
Lauren's black.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm trying to find White's ideas here. So for
What if you
Black,
play
maybe
B6
Black should play Rook F5, and if B5 takes, and Rook F8, and then Rook C8.
Wait a second. Say that again. I didn't follow.
Well, I'm trying to counter the idea here. Black's Rook is.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to get Black's Rook back in the game here.
the problem with the you can't take your Rook, White's Rook, off of the second rank. So I'd play b4, b5, something like that.
So what can black do here?
That's
I'm
a good
not-
move. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm not sure that does anything unless black is going to immediately try to push this h5 g5 move.
That's
The
right.
only white is making some progress here.
So even if black plays b6 here,
Rook c6.
rook c6, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
but then
possible that rook h3 was a mistake, but we're going to find
b6,
out.
rook c6, we have to calculate this. Rook h2. Rook
Yeah,
takes
that's true too.
Yeah, so it's not that simple. Because now the black pawns come just as fast.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that was a better way to play.
I think that that was a mistake to allow B. You should have played b6.
Maybe you're right. I think you're right that the white rook is getting in even further here.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but still.
Rook h2 though.
No. Rook h2. My God.
Well, black still has time to play h5 here.
True.
I think
Those
the
two
onus is
connected
on
pawns
white to try to draw this.
Those two connected pawns are much stronger than a deep.
Well, let's try Capablanca's move here. King to c3. Rook takes e3, king to b4.
I wouldn't take your stinking e pawn. I'd take your h pawn. Don't get distracted by taking the e pawn. Yeah, take the h pawn. See, this is the best way for white to have tried too, because these pawns are going to come storming down.
Well, this is a great game, a very exciting game.
Yes, they're both playing to maximize their winning chances, which I can't argue with.
Wow.
So now rook b2 is mandatory. Okay, that's scary to me. That was
I think rook b2 just lost to rook check and pawn to e7, although that maybe not with that black
you're
pawn
right.
coming up.
I guess king d8 was correct, because that's true. But now you're still going to have two connected pass pawns on the 6th rank versus a rook, I believe. If the sequence goes the way I'm calculating it now, which is not necessarily true.
Eric's getting short on time, but I think he's trying to calculate the end here.
Well, let's see. White plays pawn to b7, and black plays rook to b2, and white
check.
plays rook check.
King up, queen, take, h6.
Yeah, if white king can get back, okay, so white's trying to play,
Cutesy pie.
is keeping the rook where it is. b2, whoa.
That's not, but you can't take
That was played very quickly. Black had lots of time to think there.
B2, G2. No, G2.
Wow, what a
G2, and if you get H3 in, you're winning.
Wow.
Well, then d6 threatens rook g8 mate. This was a smart move on her part. Rook g7 check is a nice cheapo here. If king g6, rook d7 mate.
Yeah. That's why I really think B2 was the right move there.
All right, white's gonna try to.
This is scary.
It's scary for both players.
It really is.
Playing for mate.
Oh no. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, she just lost the game.
Yeah.
Oh, poor baby. Oh well. Yeah. Be polite and resign.
Oh, there it is.
Well, he's only got a few seconds left.
But that's it's a 5-second increment, right? So
2 second, right?
2 seconds, yeah.
But that's still plenty
For the
for.
kids, it's enough. They move a couple of pre-moves
Oh.
and they are
Oh,
up.
what was that? Well, I
Yeah,
guess it doesn't
right.
matter. Right?
Yeah, but still, I would have tried to mate her. Just
Okay, well, this game is not. This game is a little bit of overkill here.
check.
Okay, let's peek into his her sister's
Oh, you only
game.
had 30 seconds. Yeah,
Lauren
good
missed
try.
that was a great game, and I
was
think
great.
that game needs to be
Analyzed.
Yeah,
analyzed in depth. That was
Newsletter
a really
bound?
exciting game.
newsletter material, right?
It'll be newsletter bound. Yeah.
Oh, that was a fantastic
I was
end
liking
game.
black, then I was liking white, then I was liking
And-
black, then I was liking white.
and for everyone watching that doesn't subscribe to our newsletter has still been continuing every week. It's just that now the games that Nick annotates are a lot of our online games. So if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, subscribe to it. Go to chessclub.org, just click on newsletter. You'll
I get it now.
Jim Ead now gets it, thanks to Judith. Thank you very much.
Judith.
I'd like to apologize. I'm not making a contribution this week, but if you want to follow some old chess stories.
Oh, Chelsea Monica, thank you.
Nice. Well, black seems to be doing quite well here with the two connected pass pawns right in the middle of the board, and the white knight tied down. This looks very good for eat dinner here.
So then, let's for the new viewers who joined us with the raid or will be joining us, right? Let's wait for them. I think it takes a couple of seconds, right? So
Yeah.
this is the third round in the Tuesday night online rapid, which is kind of like a continuation of the Tuesday night marathon that we have at the Mechanics Institute. Mechanics Institute is the oldest chess club in the whole United States, and we have around 100, 120 players each night. And since the closing of the doors, we started this online tournament with a 5-round game in 10 plus 2 format. And we are in the third round and last couple of games, right?
Yeah. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining.
And we have FIDE Master Paul Whitehead joining us, and
Hello, everybody.
Jim Ead is showing whatever he's showing.
Was that Buckingham Palace or Prague or
Prague, I think he said.
Prague, yeah. And then chess room director Abel Talamant is also
Hey,
on the
everyone.
line. I'm
Hello.
streaming from Stockton, California.
Dr. Judith Starry. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, last game is Barbara's Good Kinds game, actually.
Oh, this is the last game, huh?
Yeah, this is the last game.
black is doing very well here.
Wow,
I think
Caesar won again.
Yeah.
I think black is winning this game pretty much hands down.
This is a big win for Barbara if she converts this, because Austin Mai is no joke. He's a very solid player.
Well, he's getting solidly whipped right now.
Is there any other way to be whipped?
Other than solidly.
Well, she's taking her time.
Well, both players are in time trouble, and that's White's only hope here is some blunder.
Ooh.
White is completely tied down.
Yeah, this is a very good. Don't worry about that B pawn. This is more aggressive. E3 might be a threat here.
That wins the house, I think. King A2 is an amusing finish.
Oh,
King C4, okay.
That's conservative, but
good enough.
Good enough. Ooh, that's game over.
Well, this is Eat Dinner is eating Titan Chess 6-6 for dinner.
Wow.
Oh,
Red is
very
8-1.
strong. Very strong.
Okay.
Black has played a very good game.
That was very well done.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
weird.
Paul, speaking of a newsletter, I had an idea I wanted to share with you. Like if we have a Max Wilkerson Invitational, one of your columns should be like people that their comments on Max. Like, get comments from people who knew Max and then run a column about that and maybe have a game by Max or something like that. And, Ted Udakovsky the same way. Just get people's memories of them.
That's a great idea. I think, a great idea.
Thank you, because I do think that these memories are going to be forgotten. So
Yeah.
we need to preserve them.
And actually, that's something that Judith and I have been sort of conscious about. When we did a Max Wilkerson Memorial last year, Judith actually made a flyer at the event that kind of bullet pointed like his history and his contributions.
Yeah, very good.
And I'm thinking when we get an opportunity inside the chess room of having like a little wall for like the chess directors and people that have been a big part of the club, like AJ Fink, things like that.
No, I can't be part
Jimmy,
of that.
yeah, Jimmy. we'll squeeze you in there somehow.
He should have played Knight F3 instead of this. I played this system for White, and White has misplayed this.
Well, eat dinner. Oh, so round 4. This is round 4 already, right?
Yes, this is round 4.
Okay. All right. Well, Eric Lee's off to a nice start here. Although
Queen E7 should have been played instead of Bishop D6.
Yeah, White regained a little bit of footing here, but Black is still good here.
Well, Abel is busy, but because guess what? We are the organizers, so we actually have some little bit of organizing to do in the back. So people were commenting
that's an excuse for slacking.
That the what?
Bishop D7, yeah, of course.
Black could also have sacrificed the pawn.
So just for those
castled
that might be curious, my computer where I'm watching my Twitch, my work computer just shut down. So I had to restart that and boot that up, and
mine just died.
Judith, yep. Yeah.
All right, so Eat Dinner is playing Wepkins, and what on board 1? What about board 2?
Board 2 is Adrian Kondakov against the King Manager, which I don't know who that is, but
the Knight Manager.
Yes.
And these players, how many points do they have?
Both have 3. I think.
Hey, it's Mark Gerelman from Pittsburgh.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Chess Club.
Pittsburgh. Okay.
Okay. Well, the Pittsburgh Chess Club.
Actually, let's give a shout out to Pittsburgh Chess Club because so we're gonna play a new a club match against Pittsburgh on Thursday. So tomorrow is
Charlotte.
Tomorrow is Charlotte, and Charlotte we have quite a big sort of agreement of how many players. So on Monday evening or Monday, Grant and us decided that it will be 50 players. And so that 50 players will get an invitation tonight from us, and hopefully they will be able to join. So that we are roughly, with Pittsburgh, we said, let's see who shows up, and whoever shows up, we're going to play. They are a new club, so we'll see how it shapes up, and whoever cannot get a game, I'm going to also set up a separate tournament, and then we can basically play next to each other.
Mike misplayed it with
Thursday. But
so many rounds. How many rounds?
So these are club matches, which means that there are 2 games. It's not rounds, so it's not pairing up game after game.
Okay.
But
right.
at the very beginning, players are ordered in the order of their chess.com rating.
Okay, yeah.
And the first one from the one club paired against the first one in the other club, a number 2 paired against the number 2, and they play 2 games, one with one color and then switch colors and then play another game.
Right.
There's immediately, the second game immediately starts. So that also means that some players will finish the second game before some even finish the first game. So that's always a fun to monitor the games and everything. And yes, Max, you are in the Charlotte game.
And if you notice in his picture, he's took that picture from the Mechanics Institute.
Nice.
Is this a 50 game match, a 50 player match?
52.
So
right?
the
Is
Charlotte,
that's
Wow.
a huge match.
yeah, it will
And 2
be
rounds.
50
That's
players.
amazing.
Over
Each-
100 games
Yeah,
that you're
that
going
will
to have
be
to analyze.
hopefully exactly 100 games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, Daniel Naroditsky will be streaming from the Charlotte Chess Club, and we are also going to be here tomorrow. And then Pittsburgh is more casual night, so anyone can join. And I think we're gonna take the night off, right, Abel?
Yeah. I mean, we'll just be
gonna
in the
play.
chat. Yeah, be in the chat
Yeah.
and say hey, check it out. Because it does, yeah, it's a lot of work getting everything, all this together.
Yeah,
And,
and tomorrow we are back though, because we want to cover the Charlotte match.
oh, definitely. And are we going to be covering the St. Louis match?
Yes, we are going to
Yeah,
be
absolutely. Yeah,
covering. Yeah, so the St. Louis
And that's
match is
next Wednesday, right?
Next Wednesday. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And we'll be reaching out to players to form, because it's 18 players each side.
I
So
think White has misplayed this. Sorry. I'm talking chess.
So the St. Louis one is an invitational
Yeah.
one, because we only can play, have 18 players in the matchup, so we're gonna invite players.
Is it going to be by rating category?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
What is the high to low?
2,400.
So under 2,400 is the highest, and under 1,400. And I
Okay.
think three each, right, Abel?
Yeah, 3 players each. In each category, 200 points. Under
Yeah.
24, under 22, etc.
Yep.
Oh, and yeah.
Oh no, Queen D5 should have been played there. Sorry guys, I'm still looking at the board.
No.
Queen D5.
I'm turning
with
the overhead
Barca
light
here.
on.
If Queen D5, I think wins, but didn't get played. Rook G4 was a mistake.
What's the move here that you think is great?
Instead of Rook G4, I think Queen D5. Because Queen D5.
Rook D5, then maybe Knight A4 or something. Oh, then Rook B5.
The B pawn is hanging, yeah.
Hey, Judith, there's a game you have to cover here.
Yeah.
It's Titan 666, Austin Mai against Mr. SEP.
Mr. Who?
Good.
Mr. SEP, which, if you know Judith, that SEP has a special connotation.
Yes.
I know SAP, but
Yeah, SAP Pavilion here in San Jose, also known as the Shark Tank.
yeah.
So
That's a big
Austin is
company.
playing SCP, Mr. SCP.
Black is all over white here.
Yeah,
I wish
think-
I knew who that is. I would give him a shout out. That's a fabulous name. But
White's a pawn down. This is horrible.
And I see no chance of getting it back.
So Mr. SCP is definitely in SCP mode.
Yeah, SEP is Titan Chess 66 is on the rebounding from his
Yeah.
previous.
I don't
This
see
is
him submitting information, because we
Right.
have a Google form.
Bishop E5. Very strong for black.
we get a chance, can we flip to Rui's game?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Bishop e5 is strong.
Oh, sorry. I always accidentally click on Adrian's game, but Adrian is winning that, so he should be fine. Okay, so this is Rui's game against Sriharan.
Okay, what's going on here?
There
This
it
is-
is. So Rui is black playing Sricharam Pulela, who I believe is a 1900 player. He's a kid. Plays tournaments frequently. So this is a good matchup of some of the best in the Bay Area youngsters.
Black's got some pressure, but whether it will transcribe into a win is another story.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed. Well, I didn't think he could play that. Maybe if you can play that, then it's okay.
That looks like it loses a pawn.
Looks like it
White
loses a
should
pawn.
maybe
Maybe
have
I didn't
taken
think-
on a5 instead.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
not
then-
sure why White felt the
Then you
need
still
to do
both of them
this.
have weak pawns, but now I just think black is better. Unless I'm missing something.
You want to move to Eric Lee's game against Barbara?
Okay.
It's
This is a tough.
Am I allowed to chew some gum here on Twitch?
Yes, you are allowed to do that.
Knight c3.
I'm at home, so
I'll chew a gum with you. Okay.
okay.
Oh, wow.
oh Judith, you know what I found yesterday?
What?
Because I was cleaning up a little. See if I
My
can.
gum.
I found like 10 packs of gum that you had mailed to me. Orbits. So I don't know.
I've got juicy fruit right now.
I got my orbit.
I am not a
Okay.
good guy. Interesting. This cannot be good.
Black is crushing White here,
I would
it
say
looks
so.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sarcastic guillotine. This is a Swiss tournament. It's a 5-round Swiss tournament. No elimination. No double games, just single games. Game in 10 plus 2, and we are in round 4.
Round 4.
Yep.
Yeah. And there are 2 perfect scores, is that right?
Actually,
We're
And that's-
currently.
I
One-
think it's a
one
game we're looking at right now, right?
Fufu should play
oh
his
yeah,
game.
yeah.
chat.
No. There are 2 perfect scores, but there's one player that's got 4 out of 4 already.
Yeah, we have actually 3 out of 3, quite a bit of 3 out of 3. So we have
Oh,
the
I
one.
know that.
I don't like
Okay.
Steve Dinner's game here.
Don't we only have 2 games, 3 out of 3, 2 players?
Wow, I would have gone a little more aggressive than that.
No, I think we had quite a few 3 out of 3s, but maybe.
Couldn't Black have just played F4 and won a piece there? Oh, no. The queen was okay. Black is threatening F4 now, which couldn't have been played before because the queen on E6 would have been taken by the rook at E1.
Right.
After E takes F4, E takes F4.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
that would have been a blunder.
But now the threat is F4 and White is just toast here. I'm sorry to say that, but
It's a serious threat.
eat dinner might have an early dinner.
We might not. Okay, does that stop it?
Does anybody know
I don't think it
why
does.
people have these names like Wepkins? What does Wepkins mean?
And this is Eric, so there has to be some meaning.
Right.
Yes, because that's not
Right.
something I would think. Right?
I have superior Wepkins to yours, you know.
Sarcastic guillotine. Hello, thank you for joining us. Yeah. Well, I think the main threat was not stopped by Queen D2, and
White's going to have to try to pull off some serious shenanigans here.
shenanigans has been called. Okay.
So
How do you get out of this? I don't
There's
even,
no way out. So you
I
have
don't
to
see a
try some
remote possibility.
fishy. How about take, queen d4 check, and then something.
Yeah, I just get out of your way of the check. King h7, and I don't. Well,
Okay,
I
Black's
guess
trying
that
to
works.
keep it simple here,
I guess that works.
giving up a pawn. So White can play knight g4 now and at least gain a pawn,
With check.
maybe 2 pawns for the piece. It's going to be a hopeless position, but that's White's only opportunity.
Well, you
here.
get queen takes with check, knight takes with check, so it's definitely.
Well, I'm saying White should play knight takes g4 here. We'll probably play knight g4 here.
I think queen takes queen.
Well, then knight takes f6 defends the pawn on g4, and you don't even get that.
Let's see, is that true? Yes, that looks like it's true.
So maybe White should just play knight takes g4 here, and I mean that's got to be the only try for, queen a7 check maybe. And then queen takes a5, but that just puts the queen all the way out on the other side of the board. So knight g4.
Yeah.
And White's going to get 2 pawns, but it's not going to be nearly
That's not
enough
true,
in this
though. I don't
position.
know if you get 2 pawns.
And now you're not even going to get 2 pawns because you can't take on g3 because of bishop c5.
Right.
So.
Judith,
So-
can we flip to Christian Clemens' game?
Yeah, this is lost for Eat Dinner.
Oh, she just did it.
Oh, now bishop c5, and yeah, you're going to be down a whole rook.
That's a mistake. Oh, well.
A whole rook is too much.
In my book.
So here we go again. Queen and knight or queen and bishop?
Well.
Queen and knight is better here for sure.
And I was told by Grandmaster Christian Chirilla that queen and knight is definitely much better.
Yeah. I mean, you were told by FMGM.
I was told by FM Jameed that the queen and knight was definitely much better. Whoa.
I think White should be confident that the reduced amount of material is enough to draw here.
Yeah.
Everything's on the same side of the board. Black has nominally a small positional advantage, but this should be a draw.
But of course, this is rapid chess.
Yeah, it's rapid chess. All right. Do we have another?
Who should we pick? Let's do.
SEP.
Let's do Danny.
Danny Cow?
Danny Cow against the master. He's the TMD master. He's one of the kids, right?
Well, he's. It says a literal god.
Hey, Judith, do you know what the
familiar.
background is on my screen?
I was told it's Prague, but I don't know.
Well, it's either Prague, Vienna, or 2 other choices are Buda or Pest.
Buddha or Pest. I haven't.
That was the trip. I hit those cities.
Nice. Winston Lang is the TMD master.
I think this was Prague. It could be Vienna.
I thought that was your house, Jim.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's Budapest. So
No, it's not.
That would definitely.
I can't hear you now, Judith.
Winston Leung is TM the master.
Yeah.
Well, white doubled his rooks on the b6 pawn. I think that should change. And black is now just, I think white has gone off the rails here. He's given up an important pawn.
Yep. You didn't want to lose that.
And he was up a pawn. Now he's even pawns.
D pawn is
But
bad
white's rooks are terrible, doubled up there
against b6, which is
against
not.
b6. So white needs to reorganize his forces.
Yeah,
somehow.
b6 is not exactly weak.
Yeah, shall we move on?
Yes. Let's go to Mr. SEP and Austin.
How does white protect the d pawn?
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, it's protected already with the queen, but rook f4 is coming. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Well, maybe knight f3.
Oy.
Ooh, scary. What?
All right, white's desperate here.
Yeah, did that work? I don't think so.
Yeah, well, now white is busted here.
Yeah.
Looks like that to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
But
there's always hope.
yeah.
Now pawn
Interesting
takes.
move. That's a good move.
Oh, wow.
It's a move. There were plenty of other good moves too, I think. This threatens rook g3.
All right. And rook h6.
Yeah, there's so many strong moves for black here.
I think rook h6 now, maybe.
You mean bishop h6?
Yeah.
All right, but black's
bishop
getting
h6.
his queen into the queen g4 square. Yuck.
Next
Ooh.
one. So
Ooh.
good job, Max.
That's it.
Good
Okay.
night, Irene.
Yeah.
Let's move to
Christian Clemens is still playing, I think.
Christian Clemens, or Mike Klum is also playing. Which one do you
That,
want?
that game is kind of dullish.
The
How
other
about
one?
Clemens?
Clemens
Yeah, I hear you.
is dollars or the Mike?
No, let's go to Christian Clemens game.
Yeah. Okay. It's there.
Black has made some progress here. I'm not sure how this happened.
So Christian is white, severely time trouble.
It looks like black winning.
Yeah, it looks
It
like.
looks like that to me.
Maybe.
Well, you're right. It's definitely a maybe.
King h2, bishop move. Yeah. Knight f3, king h1, huh? This is a really funny position. Another interesting endgame. Who knows?
Knight f3, king h1, and then h2.
Oh, knight h2 mate, knight f1 mate.
Oh, wow.
Wow, knight f1 mate.
Wow.
That's something you don't see every day.
I saw it.
Wow, that's
Yeah, you were
Later.
fast. Oh, you
What
were
a
fast.
unique mate.
This one is done too. So this is the last game.
This
And
should
that
be
will be
that
done
should
very
be in the
soon,
book
too.
somewhere. That's a
Oh, we
unique
got one
mate.
game. One game
Yeah,
still going.
Yep.
That's like a
Not very long. Okay, that's over now.
Okay, so this is the last. This will be the last round.
I think white's winning.
why is yeah.
So this will be the last round, and there you go, guys. Eric is playing Bobby Jean.
Bobby, they're the only ones with 4 out of 4.
Now,
Yeah.
Bobby Jean, who is Bobby Jean?
Good question.
I don't think we know that.
Because
can you
Bobby
look up?
Jean was the player I think that beat me in the Blitz.
It
I
says
think-
Rudy B, but I don't know.
I think he went out with Michael Jackson.
Billie Jean.
Oh,
Billie Jean.
And
I think both
Max
of
is
them.
asking who's Gonzaga because he's playing against Gonzaga,
Jonah Bush.
and that's Jonah Bush.
Jonah Bush.
He's a regular.
I played this,
He's a very nice player.
This is all pretty standard. You Kings Indian players, tell me what's going on.
I don't know. I played C5 against Webkins in the Blitz.
Yeah,
And
that
Adrian Kondakov is playing Rui.
Okay, so do you
This
want
still looks
to
good to
switch
me
to
for
that?
white.
There, the second board.
Actually, check that game with Eric Lee. Oh, you guys are watching it. It's like
This is an interesting
So
position.
Yeah.
I moved to Adrian's game against
I like
Rui.
white.
yeah, we'll get back to it.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, this is
So
standard too.
Adrian is white and Rui is black.
So very interesting psychology on Adrian's part. He's playing a fianchetto against a Sicilian, just like she likes to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
interesting.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if
Adrian
that was on
is the
purpose.
only 3.5 points behind the
No one likes to
tiebreakers
play
right
against
here.
what they play.
And Rui is the highest of the 3-point score group, so that's why they got paired together.
Interesting. Well,
And Andrew Ballantyne is
he's a resourceful player, Adrian, but he's still
Good job,
needs
Fufu.
to work on his chess a little bit to bring it to the next level.
Well,
But
I think that's a lot of people are working on that.
Me
yeah,
too. Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
So
Not me.
I mean,
I gave up on it a
not
long time
personal,
ago.
but I mean, a lot of people are working to get Adrian's game a little bit up
Oh,
because he's really talented and he's really amazing. It's just age, I think, but I know he
Yeah,
has dedicated coaches and everything. So.
Oh wow. Hey, can we go to Eric's game real quick?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that Adrian's
It's over. It's over.
Andrew Balantus. Oh
Let's
my
see
god!
it.
Oh my god! No! 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 Is it over?
Let's see it.
Wow! It's
Webkins.
White won by resignation. This was the final position.
Let's see.
Just like that. Like 30 seconds off each player.
Yeah, and it's won by resignation. So Black resigned.
and this
Um,
Wow.
Because they're down a
well,
piece.
let's see. I mean,
already.
I guess King F7, Bishop H, King H7.
well, you know, he's down a piece as
They're down a piece also.
as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
resignable.
Yep.
Wow. So congratulations to Eric Lee's sole first place.
5-0.
5-0.
Okay. Well,
Hard to do better than that.
he and Roy has 3. These are the 2 class players of the tournament.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul called it. Actually,
So,
this is the battle for who's really number 2 right here between Adrian and Rui.
yep.
Yeah.
So I pulled their game up now, and so yep.
You know who's playing well online at our events and is playing them frequently is Pudor,
Okay.
Remix Top 20.
Okay.
Hodor?
So thank him for playing our
Yeah,
events.
let's pull his game up a little bit so that we can cover it a little bit. Okay.
And he's playing a tough
Chess
opponent.
Pilot. Who's that?
Prima of Siram.
Okay.
Adrian has played well here.
Yeah.
Bouncing around here.
And Pudor is like a B player, right? He's kind of like really trying to commit to his game and improve. And
Yeah. While working full time in
yeah.
tech business, I think. So yes.
Are you talking about Remix
I
Top
tried to
20?
do that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
hard.
So Remix Top 20 is a very strong very strong B player. He's very dedicated and he's very always good sport, very polite player. I like him a lot and he's playing a lot online. I know he lives in the South Bay, so we don't see him that often up in mechanics, but I'm very happy to see him play. So
Pudor, you have to come down to the building and play
up,
sometime.
come up.
Come up.
Not yet.
Oh, that's right.
It's north. It's up.
Come up.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention, I copy pasted a link there. There's an article. Go check it out. Because
I'm starting to like white. Here.
Alexei Root wrote an article about online cheating, and so
Yeah,
well, actually, how to try to prevent it or how to guide the kids and the young players against towards fair play and always adhere to fair play. So go and read it and see if you learned anything.
And it's
I
an
think
important
playing in mechanics tournaments will help with that.
I
Yes.
would never trade the bishops in that light squared bishops in that position. But
piggybacking on what Judith had said, I mean, I think it's especially important now just because a lot of people are turning to online play to kind of continue their game. But,
it's really
you know,
true.
cheating is nonetheless a real thing that you still need to look out for and be aware of and teach the kids right. And
I
so
agree.
thank you, Alexi and Judith and Jay, everyone that kind of helped with that article. And
Yeah, and thanks for Alexei, first and foremost. She wrote the article and she promoted it, and she's a really good promoter of kids and scholastic chess and fair play and very interesting
One of the best.
articles.
Absolutely one of the best.
So anyway, always happy to and then she was perfect because she just tagged me on Facebook, so it popped up on my laptop, so I could quickly put the link. So
Your audio is coming in and out for me, Judith.
I know.
Okay.
And Legends average 77. Your opponent hasn't shown up. I'm so sorry. What's your username? If I can.
Be so bold.
Yes. Okay, let's move to another game. Okay.
Winning a game on forfeit is there's no shame in that.
Yeah, a
Oh.
point is a
It
point.
does happen.
Point is
It's
a point.
disappointing though.
Okay, which game do you guys want? Titan Chess?
I think Remix is doing well here.
I agree.
Better every move.
Yes, white is
I think
clearly
black
better.
is misplayed.
the Ninja Trick game is actually really good with Titan Chess.
Yeah,
to
I
look
moved
at.
that.
So 3 pieces, 2, 4, 6, 7 to 5.
White's killing black.
Yeah, white is
Looks
ahead.
that way.
Although, black has got some tricks, I guess.
Like knight d4
Some
with
ninja
10
tricks.
white.
Like, I don't know. White's just trying to play it simple here.
Yeah, but what comes after knight d4?
Queen d3.
Yeah, queen d3.
Yeah. White's trying to make it simplify things.
Hey, Judith, there's an interesting game, I think, between Michael Walder and Michael Lum.
Two Michaels.
Flights of Fancy and Michael Lum.
Sounds good. I'm going there.
Yeah, this looks like a win for white.
Thank you.
2 pawns up is 2 pawns up.
So,
Granted, it's 10-minute chess.
Michael Walder, National Master Michael Walder, and Michael Lum is mechanics regular.
He's like a high
Right?
1900 player now.
Yep. So both of them are a little bit underrated on chess.com, right?
Yes, definitely.
No, black needs to.
What's happening here?
Well, if black moved the knight, then f5 hung. So he's giving up f4.
Wait a minute.
So pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes
I see.
f4. Pawn takes f4. And black has some play. I mean, you can maybe play knight g6, but it's looking like it's going white's way at this point.
It looks like that to me.
But very difficult still. So now I guess black will play g takes f4, and then white takes on f4, probably with the knight.
Well, you can also take on e5, because I think that works out for white too.
Well, that's maybe giving black what he wants. I don't know. It could be good too.
Yeah, I just think
knight f5 could be a good move for white here, but maybe just knight f4.
Maybe.
Simple.
I like to take that bishop off, to have that option of taking that bishop off. So I'd play like something like, pawn takes. I don't know. But pawn takes knight, and knight takes g7. you seem to be easily winning and simply a more simple game than any other way to play it.
Maybe knight g7 first.
Maybe, but yeah, this is what I was thinking. Perfect.
Right. You're right.
Perfect.
This is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the way to go.
Yeah. Well thought out here.
Okay.
White's
we're gonna
better,
peek back into
if not winning.
White's
Adrian's
clearly
game.
better. And
Peeking
He
back to
takes
Adrian
five.
and Rui's game.
I wouldn't even have bothered with that. But
Wow. Like Pudor is like crushing Pranav, which I'm a little surprised at.
Okay, here's it. Wow, yes.
this is crushing. What's
This is
going on here?
No,
says
I
mating
think they're
too.
talking about a different game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one.
It says mating
Oh.
too. So.
That does look
Oh,
crushing.
sorry.
Yeah, this would be a big upset.
Yeah, it looks like rookie 6.
Rookie 6 check is mate in 2.
Yeah.
Knight takes, rook takes. He can't interpose
Oh wow.
because it's pinned.
Mate in 2.
Kind of amusing.
And does he see
But-
it? Does he see it?
But it doesn't really matter either. You're up so much.
He's up a queen for a knight.
It doesn't really matter. Just doesn't matter.
Unless he disconnected and his time's running out.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, but we would see actually because those
Yeah.
little bars, that's the connectivity. So I think we would see if he disconnected.
Yeah, you saw it. Very nice.
Very
Wow,
nice.
fine win. Fine win.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
not over.
Yeah, I get a little
So we
lag
go
time.
to
Oh, we saw it.
Rui and Adrian.
I get a little lag time, so you guys see things before I do, but because you're
I
on
think
just.com.
you and Paul are the same, and probably you, Paul, and Abel is the same, right?
Of what?
Or because they are watching it through Twitch, so they get a little bit of lag time.
Right.
But you are watching it through chess.com, yeah.
Well, I'm watching it in both, right? So like whatever's on the Twitch, I'm watching on my other screen to see what game we should go to.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, right,
So I get some inside knowledge before they see it. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Which is useful.
Very useful.
Okay, so black has sacrificed 2 pawns here to try to develop some play.
My question would be why? 'Cause I just don't see the point.
You know, black is trying to get some play here with rook e8. Yeah.
Yeah, and then knight e4.
Max is saying look at his game, but I don't think we're going to cover it until he's playing.
And actually, just by virtue of him saying that, we're definitely not going to cover it now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Max, but this is not the way to...
Yeah.
If
that's
you would
pretty
be
clear.
off the chat, we would
That's
cover.
pretty clear.
You
Doesn't it
won.
hold
Okay.
everything?
We guarantee you, Max, if you ask us to look at your live game, we will never go
Yeah,
to it.
he won.
Yeah.
Good job, Max.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Max.
No, we didn't say this.
But we will be more conscious of it another time.
Okay. Especially
So
if you're off
Roy
the chat.
still has to prove that she's got some compensation here. I mean, black has to act quickly. I've lost audio.
No,
No, I think
I hear
you're
you.
thinking.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I don't
Bye,
see
Max. Thank you
black.
for joining, as always.
C4.
We're thanking him for resigning.
I'm not sure black's rooks belong on the 5th rank now. After pawn to c4, what exactly did black accomplish with that? I mean, she can play queen e7 maybe, or queen e8. Try to play rook e3. That's got to be the idea.
Okay.
So there's still some play here. Black it's not completely over.
You play queen to the e file. I can play it to the e file myself, or to the third rank.
Then bishop f4, and you
Oh.
start to
So what?
what?
2 pawns is 2 pawns.
Well, if you play rook f3, I play bishop takes f4.
Yeah, and I'm still 2 pawns up.
I know, but I'm dealing with some concrete things here. If you play rook f4, I play rook e3. If you play gf4, I play rook e2. White's discombobulated badly.
Really? I just don't see it.
We have the yin and the yang with Jim and.
Well, play it out, guys.
If rook f3, even pawn to h4.
Well, that's a reasonable threat.
And then if g4, rook takes bishop f4 and rook e3 is very strong.
Well, I think rook e3 is something you want to stop. But
yeah.
But why don't I just move my knight then?
Black's doing what she can do to try to keep it complicated.
Yeah, rook f3. Well, that I have to think about that. I did not like that, but that was just my gut reaction.
Black is trying to look rook e3.
Yeah.
Strong.
Trying to infiltrate.
White is under some pressure here, despite the 2 pawns.
White's under a little pressure. I'm not that sold.
Bishop takes f4, wins a piece. White cracked.
White cracked.
And, oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
White was under pressure, like I
Because
was
of rook e2 check. Because of rook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't think it was that easy for White.
Juliet is
King
teasing the who's going to get this second place medal, right?
I think Adrian.
Place that I grabbed, but yeah.
I think Roy is a little, or rather, Roy caught Adrian here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Black's game now, but King G2 was a mistake. Rook F3.
King G2 was a mistake. It walked right into this.
Yeah, and I think Rook F3
check.
holds everything, and you're still 2 pawns up. Now Black has a little things to make it a little, uncomfortable, maybe.
Took the.
Well, there was nothing to be done.
The rook is hanging after check right there.
There was nothing to be done. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's over. That's Rui. Rui's
That's a rook, and I think
cruising for a bruising.
The rook matters.
I think Adrian just underestimated. Found it difficult to go from the transitions that were taking place.
You might be right.
In my view, White had something going there. Black did what she needed to do to try to mix it up, and he was unable to make the transition.
Oh no, I would have played rook b1 there.
That's the game right there.
Oh, now it's simple. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Spy check.
Spy checks. Give me a break. Queen h1.
Way to hang. Oh. Wow, we have Lauren Goodkind is playing Sricharan Kulala.
So is that second place? Oh no, maybe not. Yeah, at least a tie for second place, right?
It's a tie. I'm thinking she will win the tiebreakers, but we'll see.
Yeah, she's currently on the 3rd place after Bobby Jean.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see if that stays. But I think it stays because, Sriharan and then Lauren is in the 3rd 3. So yeah, it should be fine.
Black is winning.
Right.
Sricharan is not being kind to Goodkind.
Yeah, they are both in the 2.5 point group. So yeah, this is the final 3. Eric, Bobby Jean, and Rui is 1, 2, 3.
This is no longer even interesting.
That's final, basically.
All right,
How's
we
the
can move
tiebreaks?
on. We can move on. This game is completely lost.
Yeah.
For,
So someone is asking how's the tiebreakers calculated. It's built in on chess.com. I think it's the Sonnenberg method. If I'm correct, let me refresh my memory quickly, but I think that,
sure.
and that's automatically calculated. So no organizer can choose their own tiebreakers. So that's a big
For
difference
this,
between over the board tournament.
because we could actually choose the order for
Yeah.
ourselves at
Yeah, but we
mechanics.
don't let the organizers say anything.
Yeah, so we can't.
You know who's playing too? We haven't covered his games yet at all. Apatosaurus, and that's Rohan Das.
Okay, so let's go.
Pick a
Wow,
bottom.
I don't think he needs a lot more coverage here.
No, this doesn't look too interesting.
Well, it's so Rohan is with white.
Oh, and this one.
Yep.
well, we've
This
got the
is-
old queen and knight.
And actually,
Yeah,
that's not.
this is the theme. Actually,
not-
maybe
yeah.
I'll ask Nick if he can do a little article about Queen and Knight.
This is a crushing. Looks like white's winning here.
It-
Amazing.
Black is going to be desperate to try to find a saving move here.
Yeah, I don't think there is one. Wow, another queen and knight. Another queen and knight combination of
Yeah.
here.
Queen and Knight is better than Queen and Rook, Abel.
This is it. Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, we're seeing that play out. There it
Yeah.
is.
Generally speaking, that's not true, but
It's
Well,
made in two.
in this case, it is. You can resign now.
Okay. Okay, he did resign. So
And
good.
that is
So,
that is it. And Rui did take second place.
yeah,
How about
mean-
that?
yeah.
Good for her.
And Bobby Jean third. And Eric Lee, FIDE Master, 5 out of 5, takes the gold medal.
Wow.
Rui,
Wow, great job, you guys.
Rui silver,
D-Day
Bobby Jean
Masters.
bronze.
D-Day Masters.
That was some exciting chess.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
there
lot
was-
of fun.
There were some really interesting positions.
What time are we meeting tomorrow?
So the game's starting at 4:30. And so I would like to start the stream around 4:15 because I will have to manage the players a little bit, and both Abel and I will have to manage the player to make sure that we have 50 on the dot and
Right.
on the clock. So
you
if
gotta
we can
jump
start
in.
the stream around 4:15,
Okay.
and you guys can carry on the first couple of minutes, and then
Just put us on the top board or something like that. And leave us-
yeah, let me pull up. I guess I can pull up the April 8th Google Drive a little bit and try to position it into the to the camera there.
Will the ID and password be the same?
What's that?
Will the ID and password be the same?
No. Let me send you a new one. So
Okay.
Don't do it live on Twitch.
no. So I'm
Zoom viewers.
okay. So I will be. There you go.
Right, we
So
got a
this is
strong
our
team.
lineup.
Who's Marty? Who's Marty 435?
Jason Liang.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I like our team.
Yeah, we got a strong team.
So this
Very
is
strong
our team. Kyron,
Whoa.
Josiah, Jason, Eric, Elliot, Daniel Lin, and then Rui, Pranav.
Rosenthal's playing. Nice. Do you
Yeah,
remember Rosenthal from the old days?
yeah. And then after Rosenholt, Oren, Steven Swadova, I think he's a South Bay player. So nice to see him joining us. Felix German, Felix Z, Nathan Funk, who's helped us tremendously. Kalen, Kapilan,
So
Roman.
Frank James Marshall is Clarence Lehman.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know.
Who else? I mean, you see a lot of familiar names here. So we are really, really happy.
Tom Mazur's playing.
Yes.
How great is
Oh, great.
that?
Great, Tom.
And
Fantastic.
James Tarjan will be playing against the Pittsburgh on Thursday. So
Tarjan's playing for us?
For us
Against
on
Pittsburgh.
Thursday, not
Oh, they-
tomorrow, but Thursday.
He's playing for Pittsburgh?
No, he's playing for
against
us,
for
against
us
Pittsburgh.
against
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
okay.
But
Yeah,
tomorrow's
on
Charlotte.
Thursday.
All right.
But no GMs for the Charlotte
So is-
match. We agreed
Is
on that.
Fufu playing for us?
For Pittsburgh?
No, Fufu, is he playing in this against
Max,
Charlotte?
yes.
Yeah.
Why is the
What's
Max
Fufu's
Howell.
name?
There you go. You see, guys?
why is the Pittsburgh match open to players over 2,400?
Because we just wanted to have fun and we just open it up and let's see who comes and who
Okay.
doesn't. Pittsburgh have some strong players, but they are just starting up, so we'll see.
Right.
If
So
it's
we want to pound them.
well,
No
Make
mercy.
them remember
well.
us.
So
No
let's be
mercy.
fair, and if they are we are really outmatching them, then I will ask some players to withdraw to have them an more equal game, and then I will have a separate tournament run simultaneously, and our players can have some fun in our tournament, and that the club match will still be not not
Okay.
very unfair. So I think that's the idea. How it's gonna translate down to execution, that's another question. So we'll see. Let's peek into the
Keep it
Charlotte
fun.
roster, okay? I'm gonna go down and then move it a little bit over. There you go. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Not yet. It's coming up.
There it is.
So
You
that's
got to
their
scoot it
lineup.
over a little bit.
Yeah, because I can't see your titles. Here we go.
Oh,
There we go.
sorry. Is this good?
See, I don't know these players.
I don't either.
So the third one, Peter Giannatos, he's the owner of the chess center,
Right,
Charlotte
right.
Chess Center. He's the founder and owner. Dominic Myers is also a very good player. I know him. Who else? Kirati
Ben-
Panugati too.
Ben, Curie played at Mechanics
Yeah,
like
he
a few
did.
months ago.
He did.
Benjamin Moon I think this is the first time he's playing in the Charlotte match.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably planning to send us over the moon.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna try, right? And then
We'll
who
be on the
else?
dark side.
Who else?
See, Benji's coaching them up, though.
And then Alex Velasquez, he's one of their coaches, regular coaches, full-time employees, I think. He's a very strong one too, so don't underestimate him. He's a very good one. And then I don't know some of these players or most of these players, but they have a good lineup, so look forward to it.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
All right, so everybody join us tomorrow, right, at 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30,
Pacific time.
and
That's us.
it'll be a big match, and we'll be streaming, and yeah, a lot of chess action. Looking forward to it.
Excellent.
So
And what's the time control tomorrow?
Gaming, let's see, gaming 15 plus 10 here. Gaming
Plus
15
10.
plus 10, yes.
So the whole match is probably going to take about an hour and a half, right? At the
Yeah.
most.
Yep, and that's why the 10-second increment, to just have a little more chess than it just ending in an hour.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, Bobby, say good night to Gorilla for me. And I'll say good night to the rest of you guys.
All
All
right,
right, we'll see you
good
tomorrow,
night.
Jim.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Thank you
right.
for joining us at the Mechanics Institute, and thank you, Judith, for kind of running the technical, and thanks, Paul and Jim, for the commentary.
Thanks, Paul,
Okay.
for joining us. It was fun.
We'll see
This was
everyone
great
tomorrow
fun.
night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.